It's time for Ryan's Roses. This is the way this will work. We're about to get into the public service of this Ryan's Roses. And afterwards, we will clear the phone lines if you want to talk about it. Dear Ryan and Sissany, out of Sherman Oaks, my husband has been cheating. At least emotionally. I want to know if he's cheating physically as well. One of his best friends is a woman, which has been fine. She was a groomsman in our wedding, and they've always had a very close relationship. They confide in each other. Well, this woman, she recently entered a long-term relationship, and he has been there for her. But something feels different this time. Maybe I've watched too many romantic comedies in my life, but I feel like they've finally fallen for each other. So almost as if the best friend's now available, and the husband's falling for the best friend. Not great. So, Leila, I will say that we have done 4,000 of these Ryan's Roses, and I would trust your gut on this. I hate to say it, but I think your gut on this is probably right because you know him, you know her, you know that you feel already that he's emotionally not with you, and I think that you're probably right, but we want to make the call. Is there anything else we need to know about this woman? They have been platonic friends, you say, for a long time?
Yeah, I mean, they've known each other forever. She was like a groomsman in our wedding on his side. So I know they have a
And you were cool.
friendship.
You were cool.
Yeah, I wanted if she's important to him, I want her to know that she's also important to me. And I want to make sure that she feels it was important that he knew that I trusted him.
Do you ever hang out with her one-on-one? Do you guys text each other?
No, we never really had that kind of a friendship. And it's also, he's just always going to be his friend, not my friend, but I wanted her to feel comfortable.
Do you think that maybe because she's now single, this connection has gone farther? Is that what you're worried about?
That is the thing. That's something that caused it just felt like a shift was when she got single. And I know, they help each other out emotionally, but it's just the fact that it's a romantic relationship that she's recovering from and he's filling that void, it just makes me nervous because he is a really caring person, and I could just see that turning. I'm worried it's something bad's happened.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to put you on hold. We'll come back and make the call. He's cheating. If she feels this, she's right. I just seen this so many times.
It's just so weird to me that she's not close with that woman. You know what I mean?
It's making sense. Let's come back. All right. We are making this call now. Leila, Sherman Oaks, she's got a husband who's got a woman as a best friend. And this woman broke up with her boyfriend. And her husband has been the shoulder to cry on. And she thinks for sure her husband's emotionally connected to this best friend woman. This woman was in the wedding as a groomsman, by the way. That's how close her husband and this woman are. And she senses that he's for sure emotionally. And she's worried that he's acting different now. Now that she's single, it's more than that. And I think she's probably right.
Well, let's see. We don't know.
So here's what we're going to do. We'll put her on the air, and you know what to ask. And then we're going to make the call to her husband. So, Leila, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call. And then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Okay, Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
So we're going to make this call. Sissany is actually going to offer him some roses. And we want to see his reaction to who he sends them to and then what he writes on the card, okay?
Okay.
So bear with us. Don't say anything until we tell him that his voice is being broadcast on the radio. And that's when we should all come in. So good luck, and here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this David?
Yeah, who's this?
Hi, David. My name is Candace. I'm calling from Candy's Sweet Blooms. We're actually a new flower shop right here in Sherman Oaks on Ventura. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. What's going on?
Well, the reason I'm calling is because we have a wonderful promotion that we're doing right now. I would love to offer this to you. It's absolutely free. I don't need credit card info or billing info, anything like that from you. It's a dozen roses that you can send to anybody that you'd like, and they would receive them by lunchtime today.
Okay. Is this from like a win or something? Did I win something?
No, we're just doing a promotion where like once a week we pick somebody to give out free roses to, and you can just send them to anybody that you'd like, and you can put a note on there as well They're free. We just hope that you refer us to friends and family in the future.
Yeah, okay. Okay, sure. And you said you don't need a credit card or anything? Just
Nothing.
the name?
Just the name of, we can start with the name of the person you want to send them to.
Yeah, okay. Her name's Veronica.
Veronica.
Yeah, normal spelling.
Yeah, that's my mother-in-law's name.
Can I put a note on there?
Yeah, let's put a note on there.
Just put, we'll get through this.
We'll get through this?
Yeah, we'll get through this. We will get through this.
We will get through this. Okay.
David, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. It's Ryan Seacrest. I have your wife, Leila, on the phone. Leila, is Veronica the name of this best friend?
Yeah, it is.
David,
what?
David, just your wife will explain later, but she's reached out to us because she thinks that you are cheating on her with your friend Veronica. True?
Wait. What is this? What's going on?
Leila, ask him.
Are you cheating on me with Veronica?
What? No, Leila. What are you?
Then why are you sending her flowers? I know you're close, but something's changed, and I need to know.
Nothing has changed. She just got out of a very, very, very tough relationship. So what does it matter? Like, I mean, I've always been there for her. So why is this an issue now? I don't get, because it sounds like you're making a big deal out of this, and I need to know, like, what's going on here.
I don't know what's going on. It's just intuition. It's my gut. My gut is telling me that something weird is going on, and you're sending her these flowers, and I know that she's going through a hard time. But like, also, I'm your wife, and like, maybe you should think about having even like hesitated and thought about sending them to the woman that you are going to spend your life with.
So you want me to send you flowers too? I mean, she's going through something really hard right now. I don't understand what's happening right now.
It's just interesting that your wife is not top of mind.
What do you mean my wife is not top? What is this? Like,
hold on, David. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. Important you understand. We'll explain later. But Leila believes you're emotionally cheating with Veronica. Are you?
No, I'm there for her because she's going through a tough time right now.
Okay, then Leila, are you jealous of the connection that he has with Veronica?
No, I've never had a problem with it before. Like, I was happy to have her in our wedding because I know how much she means to him, but the energy of it has changed. The nature of the comforting has changed, and it just feels like, I don't know, it just feels like they're falling for each other.
What? No, we're not.
David, is there a chance that this is happening?
No, there is not. We have always been close, and we are always going to be close. But I'm not cheating on you with her. That's insane, and I don't get why this is such an issue now all of a sudden. And I really do need to know if this is like going to be a continuation or something. Like, if this is going to be an issue with us, then I don't know. We need to talk further about that.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It bothers me.
What if it is an issue?
Yeah, is that an ultimatum?
Yeah, are you saying that you choose your best friend over your wife?
I am not saying anything right now. I'm trying to ask my wife a question here, and honestly, I don't know if this is something that I need to broadcast over, whatever radio station this is. So,
well, David, it's not necessary to broadcast this. Let me put you both on hold, and you guys can take it from here. So,
well, he's defensive.
I believe him now.
No.
I do. Sorry, I thought Leila was right with her gut, but I believe him now.
I don't.
I think for some reason she's not comfortable with the friendship. Yeah, for some reason she's now not comfortable with the closeness that he's got with this.
Maybe it's because
girlfriend.
He's spending more time with this girl than he is with her, and that would
went into
bother
this thinking
me too.
She's right, but I think I believe David.
She has a right to have a problem with that relationship.
She has a right,
even if he hasn't cheated. She has a right to say, "Hey, you know what? I'm having problems."
We're not here for that. We're here to find out if he cheated. I don't think he cheated.
What is it called? Micro cheating? He's micro cheating.
I don't. So he's not being a good friend. He's micro cheating. What's the difference between micro cheating and good friending?
This is going to end bad.
It's not necessarily going to end bad if they fix it. Like, if she's jealous of the friendship, then let's
that
get it all
friendship
out
has
there.
to go away.
We'll come back. So, Leila, and the note is becoming the smoking gun in the call here. And one contraction. Not, you'll get through this. We'll get through this. All right, so Leila believed that her husband David was emotionally cheating with his friend Veronica. Long story short, he's got a female friend. They're tight. She was actually a groom's person in the wedding. Now she broke up with her boyfriend or whoever she was dating or with, and were they married? She had a boyfriend, right?
Boyfriend, I believe.
Boyfriend. So anyway, she's now single, and he's the shoulder that she's crying on.
And
her,
apparently
Leila's husband.
sending flowers to.
Well, he sent flowers to and said, we'll get through this. Now, should his wife be top of mind? Yes. Should his wife be included in knowing that his female friend's going through stuff? Yes.
Of course.
But I don't know that based on the call, we can tell if he's cheating or not. He seemingly is being a good friend to this woman. Listen,
I'm not cheating on you with her. That's insane, and I don't get why this is such an issue now all of a sudden. And I really do need to know if this is like going to be a continuation or something. Like if this is going to be an issue with us, then I don't know. We need to talk further about that.
I didn't like that.
I didn't love that part, but
He should be more sensitive. He should be like, oh my gosh, I had no idea you felt like this.
True.
That's true. I will include you more in our conversations. Like, I hate that we've been shutting you out. Like, he was just so aggressive.
True. I went in thinking this guy's cheating. I came out of it unsure, thinking he's not, actually. So Nicole is on in Garden Grove. Go ahead, Nicole. What do you make of it?
Hey, good morning, guys. I'm with Ryan. I don't think that he's cheating. I think that, put yourself, imagine yourself in that situation, right? Your husband's best friend breaks up with her boyfriend. So that would make me insecure because then I'd be like, whoa, you're spending a lot of time with this person who's now single.
Mm-hmm.
So
but that means we don't
feel
trust our husband now.
Right. Well, but you have to see, like, it's human nature to be insecure. And then, like, he's sending her flowers and not the wife. And I fully think that and believe that husbands and wives should be best friends.
Yeah, well,
you should have a best friend that's
the best.
not your wife or your significant other, right?
Yeah, and I mean, this woman was she was a groomsman essentially, so
yes,
it's a
unique relationship is great, and and it is a unique situation because it's opposite sex type thing, but I hope Leila can be secure enough and in their marriage that that she can know that they can make it through this.
Yeah.
And I think the note should have said, I hope you'll get through this, or I pray, or like, I know you will.
And instead of saying,
right,
we'll get through this, I hope, or I know you'll get through this would have been better.
Exactly. I wish we would have known how he signed the card.
Thanks, Nicole. Listen, I think the broader issue is when you marry someone and their dearest friend might be a member of the opposite sex or someone that on a blank slate they could pursue, but they were friends with them. Like, I have female friends that I've been friends with for so long that are part of the package.
And that's fine.
You know what I mean?
But include them into your new package.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I do.
Have them be friends. Have them exchange numbers. Have them go out by themselves.
And they are, and I think that's what makes it cool.
Exactly.
They're also married.
That wasn't happening here.
Right.
She said she never hung out with her that much. She wasn't that close with her.
So let me ask Mary. Mary's in Newport Beach. Lucky.
I know.
Mary.
Hi. Yes.
Good morning.
Ryan, good morning. No, the note connotes he has some involvement in what's going on. The we'll get through this. It isn't something minor. It wasn't a slip of the tongue. He actually said it to you guys twice. Like, we'll get through this, and then you clarified this scene. He said, we will get through this. There's something that he's involved in. I don't think she's crazy. I think she does have something to go on with her gut. She needs to listen to her gut. And with him giving that really passive-aggressive ultimatum, that's gaslighting. He's making her feel like she's crazy if she doesn't support their relationship, and that's really bad. That's wrong. He has unintentional. He hasn't said it out loud, but he's definitely choosing the best friend over his wife right now. And he's making her feel that way, and that's wrong in any marriage.
He is.
And do you think he's cheating?
I wasn't sure because there's not like a physicality aspect yet, right? You know, we can't prove that, but what we can emotionally, something's going on, and that's for sure. I mean, I really feel that way, but the we will, I don't know. I mean,
it's not great, not the right choice of words for sure.
No, something's going on. I feel like something has maybe changed, and that is what she's feeling. That's what Leila's feeling. That change has happened in the relationship.
Okay. Well, thank you. This is insightful. We appreciate you calling, Mary, in Newport Beach. Trenton, lay it on us. You are in the same situation where you have a best friend that's a female and a wife. What happened?
Yeah, well, my situation wasn't exactly the same, but in my experience, I felt myself getting closer to my friend. And emotionally, you could say I cheated, but when I felt the feelings and the physical attraction coming, I actually ended it because, you know, I have a 2-year-old autistic son, my wife, that we were having rough times, but luckily I took the high road.
And how did your wife respond to that?
Well, she never knew how close I was getting. So that's where my situation is a little bit different.
Yeah, and you with your wife now still?
Yes.
And do you feel guilty in what you had with your friend?
Yes.
And is your friend speaking to you anymore?
Very little. It's more of a casual friendship, more so than as close as we were.
I want to get Sisney's take on this because I think a lot of people get to that point, and I think you did a very good thing.
Yeah,
and
I
the
think
right thing.
you did the right thing.
And I think people would be lying if they said in an ebb in their relationship that doesn't happen, but they don't act on it, and you didn't.
And thank you for calling us and sharing the story.
Being as defensive as he is, leads me to believe that if he hasn't already cheated, he's definitely thought about it. Yeah. And with the ultimatum given his wife, it's almost like an out. That way, you know, he can start the physical without feeling as guilty.
Which is so selfish. All right.
So selfish.
Trenton, you're a good guy. Thanks for calling, buddy.
I appreciate it. Love you guys.
Love
you too.
All right. See ya. I like to get a couple I love yous in the morning.
You know what?
Just out of my system. You know what I mean? Like, not that
nice.
I like to give it. Like, I like to give a little Trenton I love you. It is nice. Every hour, I'd like to dish out an I love you. And so I think the question is he cheating? Or is he being a good friend to this woman?
He sent the flowers to her. I think
that could be considered a good friend.
He wrote, "We'll get through this."
Not the best choice of words.
Super sexy sounding.
Not the best choice of words. I'm just saying. So let's just go to Hemet, because when in doubt, Hemet can resolve.
Yeah.
Hemet, are you at the center of Hemet, Brianna?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Would you give us a ruling on this? What do you think?
He's a narcissist. I don't like how he totally just he was trying to flip it on her like she was the crazy one.
Yeah, I know.
Huh. You don't think he was trying to be a good friend?
But his wife should be his friend.
I agree.
He's not being a good husband. I'll tell you that much.
No. The thing is, he needs to just put the shoes on the other foot. If it was the other way around, how would he feel?
I think that's fair. I think it's fair to leave it at that. Thank you. He should step into her viewpoint and see things how she's seeing it, and then move forward. Mm-hmm. All right, Rachel reached out to us from Ryan's Rose. Rachel, good morning.
Good morning.
So I see your sister's husband saw your fiance at dinner with another woman. What happened?
Yeah, so he called, and, you know, he didn't really want to say anything because he didn't want to get involved. But he was worried because he said that it seemed romantic, and I guess they were drinking a lot and really touchy-feely, but my sister and he thought that I should know. So I don't know. I didn't have enough information to confront him about it, so I came to you.
I think he did the right thing. I think he did the right thing by, you know, he saw it, he felt something was off, and he reported it back
Right.
to your sister, I think that's probably the right thing to do. So now, any idea who he was with?
I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know.
Okay. Let's come back and we'll try and call him and see if we can find out, all right? It's Kiss FM. Her sister's husband saw her fiance at dinner with another woman. That's all we know. So, Rachel, we're going to call your husband now and see if we can find out. Just say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then his name on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
All right, we're going to do that now. Be very quiet. Let's see what we can find out, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Be very quiet till we tell him he's on the air. Here we go. Good luck.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Seth.
Yeah, this is Seth.
Hi, Seth. My name is Candace. I'm calling from The Garden. We're actually a floral design business that services the Santa Fe Springs area. How you doing this morning?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
So, good, thank you. We're trying to promote our delivery service, and what we're doing is we're offering local residents a promotion today of a free dozen red roses. You can send them to anybody that you'd like. They are free. We don't need any cash, credit card info, anything like that from you. We just hope that you leave us a good Yelp review or refer us to friends and family.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds, yeah, I'm game.
Okay, wonderful. What's the name of the person you'd want to send them to?
I'd like to send these flowers to my wife, Tracy.
Okay. What would you like to put on the card?
I'll say happy birthday with an exclamation point. I love you, Seth. Short and sweet.
Great.
Seth, it's Ryan Seacrest. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. You're married to a woman named Tracy?
Yeah, I am.
Do you have a Rachel in your life?
Okay, I get it. I see what's happening here.
Well, could you tell us what's happening? Rachel's on the phone with us.
Yeah, your wife? Do you mean your ex-wife, right?
Not exactly.
Well, Seth, who are you married to?
I'm married to Tracy.
Rachel, is that true?
Well, hey, what is happening right now? Well, you said you were divorced.
Rachel, yes. When I met you, Tracy and I were separated.
No, you said you were divorced. Not
I
separated,
said that,
divorced.
but I understand. I said that. It wasn't completely true, but at the time, I thought we were heading in that direction.
Hold on. I need to understand some things. Rachel, you're engaged to Seth. He proposed to you. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay, you've been together for 2 years. When did he propose?
Yeah.
How long ago?
What? It's probably 6 months ago now.
Seth, did you propose to Rachel?
I can see how she would see it
No,
that way.
Seth. Did you propose to Rachel?
At the time, I thought that my separation was going to end in divorce, and I was excited about Rachel, but, things changed.
And then you reconciled with your wife you never split with?
Correct.
And why did you tell
reconnected.
Rachel? What are you doing?
She beat me to it, I guess.
Seth, you were out with... you've been... Where have you been sleeping, Seth?
I with Rachel.
Oh, my gosh.
And where does Tracy think you are?
Yeah.
At my place. She doesn't know about Rachel. But she will.
Seth.
I'm going to give her a call.
Well, Seth, I think you're doomed on both paths here, my friend. I think this is... Rachel, you feel free to say what you want to say, and we're going to let you guys go and work on this.
I don't know when you thought you were going to tell me that.
You can't stay with a person that does something like this, Rachel.
No. Absolutely
Seth,
not.
we're going to drop your call. We're going to let you go. So you had no idea. You had no idea that he was still with Tracy.
No, he told me he was divorced.
So what was he going to do? Just ride this out as long as he could?
I have no idea. Who thinks like that? We've literally been together for 2 years, and at no point did he manage to muster up the confidence to tell me that he's still married?
Okay, well, now you know facts, and now you've got to do what's best for you. Good luck, Rachel. Thank you so much for reaching out to us. Yeah, I mean, he was leading a double life. It was a double life narrative, right?
Exactly.
All right, Leah is on the phone here. Leah, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. Good.
So, Seth, this guy, Seth in Santa Fe Springs, he was engaged to Rachel, and he never split with his wife, Tracy. He reconciled with his wife, Tracy, while still being engaged to Rachel and hadn't told Rachel. So she naturally, well, the guy's living a double life. Where does that end? What happens from there?
Yeah, I mean, this is just really another cautionary tale from anyone that does dating apps, Tinder and everything else. Like, you really have to do your homework to see if someone is married. There's tons of married guys on there because all they want to do is have their cake and eat it too. Like,
Ew.
You really have to be careful out there because this happens all the time.
But I think if you're Rachel, obviously there's no question you don't want to speak to him ever again. Now, my question is,
you don't.
if you're Tracy, then you don't know about Rachel, and now you found out about Rachel, are you still going to reconcile? I hope. I
You're
don't think
out
so.
too. Yeah.
I wouldn't personally. If he's already out there, whether it was, I started when we weren't together or we were breaking up, he continued that while they were reconciling. So is that really a fair and open relationship?
This guy, Seth, acted like he was going to handle it with Tracy. Like, she'll be okay. I don't think so, Seth. I think you really backed yourself into a corner. Thanks for calling, Leah. So 30%, I'm reading here. Reportedly, 30% of dating app users are married.
30?
That's what I just
But
looking
like
it up. 30%.
married and sneaking around, or still legally married, but they're separated and they have been for a lot of years.
I can't spell that in the search.
Yeah. Okay.
42%. 42% of people on dating apps. 42%. 8% away from half are in a relationship.
That is mind blowing.
Wild.
I mean, that's what you're dealing with. It's time for Secret Spa. Mm-hmm. We had a suggestion from a listener because last time we did a Ryan's Roses, he knew it was us calling. We're going to change it up this time and see if it does us any good. So, Assistant, I've not thought this through. Hopefully you have, but we have Rosie on the phone. And Rosie's, here's the deal. She said, my husband got a text from a woman we know, and the text was a solo text, and it said, well, W-E-L-L, all caps, what do you propose we do about it? There are no other texts in the chain, which means it was deleted, which means it's a red flag. She says, I took his phone and wrote about what, to which she replied, are you kidding? Because it's not funny. So what is happening between her husband and this other woman? So the woman that you know, she's a friend, Rosie, of yours?
Yeah, she's a friend. She comes out with us sometimes. She comes to the house for dinner. We see her at the movies, or if we go to dinner, she'll be out. She'll come and sit with us.
So is it possible that it's not a physical thing, that he's just friendly with her and there's something that they're talking about?
I don't think so.
But do you have like a birthday coming up or anything? Maybe he's trying to surprise you.
No.
Okay.
Are you bored with the relationship? Sounds like it.
It's not so much that I'm bored. I just don't even feel like I'm married to him anymore. It's like, who is he? I don't even know him.
Can I ask you, I'm in a worst case scenario it now. He's cheating with her. What are you going to do?
Leave him.
Okay.
Divorce him.
So you're out.
Out.
How long you been married?
11 years.
And
do you guys have kids?
We have 3 kids together.
And you would just walk out?
Yeah. With
Okay.
my children.
We're going to do something differently. Last week, we were called out, and the guy knew it was us calling. And so to avoid any of that, we're going to change it from Ryan's Roses to Secret Spa. So we'll tell you what that means, and we'll call your husband next. Rosie's on the phone. We are doing what's normally called Ryan's Roses, but calling it Secret Spa. Reason being, we were called out last week. The guy knew we were calling. He knew it was us. So we're trying to change it up and go covert and go all stealth. Now, Rosie, she has seen a strange text come from another woman that's a friend of theirs, and she thinks her husband of 11 years, 3 kids, is cheating on her. So what is going on? Let's get to it. Sissany, now, not roses, but a spa. How will this work?
I'm basically going to offer him like a couples massage package.
Okay, and
But
then
it's going
what
to
are you going to
sound
say?
it's going to sound very romantic. I don't want to say it all. Just
Okay.
I got it.
All right, you don't want to blow. Okay, so, Rosie, I need you to say, Ryan, you my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
Okay. We're going to call him. We're going to offer him this package. Do me this. Do not speak until we speak, okay?
Okay.
That will help. We want to find out the sentiment. We want to find out some details, and that will all help, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Good luck. What's the other girl's name?
Adrena.
Got it. Okay, Rosie and Andre. Okay, here we go. Good luck, Sissany.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Miguel?
This is him.
Hi, Miguel. My name is Kelly. I'm calling from the Valley Spa. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fantastic. What's going on?
So we're a spa here in the Valley. We're actually located right here in Arleta and promoting our couples massages. So each week, basically, we're selecting one lucky person to receive this. And today, that is you. So I would love to book you and whoever maybe your loved one is for a 90-minute massage, followed by a eucalyptus body scrub, and then a couples soaking tub where you guys will just relax for after the massage.
Oh, okay. This is free?
Yeah, it's absolutely free. We're just hoping that, if you like our facilities, that you'll refer us to friends and family, or maybe possibly even join our membership where you can come monthly. But there's no money down. There's no money down right now. Everything is absolutely free. I just need the name of the person that you would want to, book this reservation with, and we can get started there.
Okay, well, my wife, Rosie.
Your wife, Rosie. Okay, awesome.
Rosie.
When was the last time you guys got out and did something fun like this?
It's been too long.
This would be nice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll book it for you and Rosie.
Miguel?
Yeah.
Hi, Miguel. It's Ryan Seacrest. I need you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I'm going to have your wife, Rosie, on the phone. She's asked us to call you because she thinks that something is going on behind her back with Adrena.
What?
Rosie, would you explain it to him?
So I seen your phone. I looked at the text messages, and I'm disgusted with you. I can't believe that you could do this to us. It's taking everything in me not to cry right now.
Doing what, baby?
I'm just surprised that you didn't pick her.
But he picked you.
Why would I pick Adrena?
Because you knocked her up.
Well, hold on for a second, guys. Wait a minute. Now, I know that that did not get on the air. But, Miguel, are you having a baby with this other woman?
No. It's not. If she's pregnant, how do you know she's pregnant?
That doesn't matter. I know. Just tell me the truth.
It's not my wife. What are you even talking about?
So you admit to cheating. I hope you're pregnant because you're going to need another family because you just lost yours.
Is Adrena pregnant, Miguel?
I don't. This is news. Everything is news to
me. Well, Rosie, how do you have that information?
I've seen it.
And why do you think it's your husband's?
Because they've been sleeping together.
And Miguel, is there truth to that?
No, there's no truth to that.
Miguel, why did you say, when she said she's pregnant, you said, how did you know that? Why would she not know that and you know that? It seems like it's privileged information to the people that are closest to that person who's pregnant. Therefore, you sound guilty.
No. How would she know? Was she in the bathroom when she got the pregnancy test? I'm very confused right now. I'm very confused.
So, Rosie, let's just lay it all out there. What do you know?
How did you know that she used the pregnancy test? She could have went to a doctor.
Miguel, why are you even talking to this girl? Why are you texting with her?
She's a friend.
And have you slept with her?
No.
Why are you yelling at us?
All right, stop yelling. So here's the deal, Miguel. I don't know what to do, but your wife thinks you're cheating on her with this other woman, and she believes you got this other woman pregnant. Rosie, true?
True.
All right, so Miguel, what's the deal, bro?
I don't know what's going on. Me and Rosie been together for 11 years.
Right, but it doesn't sound like anybody wants to be together on this phone call at all to me.
He wanted to do the couples massage with his wife.
Yeah, but it's gotten weird, Sisney, since then.
I'm done. We're getting a divorce.
Baby, why? I didn't do
Go have
anything.
fun with your new family. If you're so, you're so in love with her, go ahead.
Why would I start now? Why would I cheat now?
You tell me.
I love you.
You don't know what love is.
All right, I'm going to put you both on hold and take you off the air. All right, I may need to hear what people think before I can even think about what I think.
Wow.
I don't think she wants to be with that guy regardless.
Yeah.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. Shall we do it? It's time for the public service known as Ryan's Roses. Now, Crystal has reached out from Rancho Cucamonga. I got to give you a little bit of this color. She says, my husband flew to Colorado to visit his sister for her birthday. They don't really have a great relationship since they had a falling out when their mom died. So I found it odd, but okay. Then I noticed that his sister posted on Instagram from New York then. Also, he said he had a layover in Vegas. Well, I did some digging, and I can't seem to find anything that says he went beyond Vegas. He told me the trip was good, and they got along pretty well. I brought up his sister's post, and he said she probably just posts stuff late, throw people off, like a lot of people do. Mm-hmm. He said she mentioned going to New York a few weeks ago. None of this adds up. I mean, I want to tell you something. Friend of mine schedules lunch, weekend, then cancels the lunch and says I got to work. And then I see the friend with their significant other shopping on Instagram on their story. Now, if you're going to lie and cancel, don't post up the circus act that you're, carrying out while we're supposed to be having lunch.
Yeah, that's fair.
Was your friend an influencer? Because if it was, or it is, then shopping is part of their job.
She's got a point.
I don't have any influencers that are friends of mine. They're all I have resent because they're having a beach day Tuesday and a fast food Friday, and they're
shopping Sunday,
and they're shopping on Sunday. No, this was a legit friend, and I'm like, dude, if you're gonna cancel, don't post on your story you're shopping for tennis shoes with your significant other.
Did you call him out?
Of course.
Right
here, right now,
right
the
here,
first
right
time I'm mentioning it during Ryan's Roses. So I get, Crystal, what's happening. I mean, you gotta. That is just it's hen house. Anyway, Crystal, thanks for coming on. I don't like the way this smells either. So you're saying all of your pieces make you think he went to Vegas and just did that, and we don't know who he was with, but he stayed in Vegas. He's saying he went to go hang with his sister, and it doesn't make sense. Yeah.
That's right.
Is this the first time you've questioned your trust with your husband?
In this capacity, yeah. I mean, there's been little silly things, but never him leaving town, and I'm not sure where he was. And this all kind of came up because of his sister's post on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Well, she was in New York hanging out, right?
Exactly.
Right.
So if she was in New York, then he couldn't have been in Colorado.
Now, was it on a story or was it a still shot?
It was a still shot.
Because now, I mean, my posting gurus, you can't delay a story, can you?
Yes, you can.
Exactly.
You can delay anything.
But people who do are trickery, dickery, dockeries. Like, your story's supposed to be live, isn't it?
There's no supposed to be, but
well, I when I watch people's stories, I think that's happening now.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
The still shots, I always question. The moving
even
video,
like a static post,
right? But the moving video, I think, well, that's live.
Mm-hmm. I think for the most part, it is.
All right, Crystal, let's just get to this call. I'm going to call your husband. Sisney's going to offer him roses. I want to find out who he sends them to. All right?
All right, let's do it.
So Crystal's on the line. She thinks her husband lied about going to visit his sister, and they went to Vegas. And he's messing around. Pieces don't add up. So she thinks he's cheating. He's completely making up these stories. Crystal, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is, on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
We will do it now. Stay very quiet, Crystal. Sisney's going to offer him roses, and then we're going to hear who he sends them to and then what kind of emotion or sentiment he puts on the card. The trick here, stuff for me as well, we have to stay very quiet until we tell him he's on the air, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Good luck.
Thanks.
Hello.
Hi, I'm looking for Ronnie.
Yeah, that's me.
Hi, Ronnie. My name is Phoebe. I'm calling from the Perfect Bloom. We're a brand new flower shop right here off the 15 near the Walmart. And I'm calling because you've been selected to receive a free dozen roses that you can send to anybody today.
Wow, this is my lucky day. All right. Yeah. Sure.
So they're absolutely free. I don't need anything from you. I just need the name of the person you want to send them to and a quick note.
Sure. Let's see. Let's just send it to D. Just the letter D.
Just the letter D as in dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
She knows what I mean.
Cute. A little nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the message, let's say, I really enjoy my time with you.
I really enjoyed my time with you. Enjoy or enjoyed?
Enjoyed.
Like past tense?
Yeah.
Okay. My time with you. Okay. And do I want to sign it like love, Ronnie? Or we have like romantic cards too. We can put like little hearts on it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Cute. Who is D, if you don't mind me asking?
D? Well, just I don't know how to explain it. Just like it's one of the most important persons in my life. So like we drift apart a little bit, but
sounds like you love her.
Yeah. I do. I mean, it's been a while, but yeah, I do.
Ronnie, it's Ryan Seacrest. I'm on the radio. You're on the your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I understand that. I need you to know that. And I've got your wife, Crystal, on the line. Crystal, what's his sister's name?
Danielle.
Ronnie, how are you?
Yeah. Hey. Hi.
Hi. How are you? So
I'm good.
Thank you. Ronnie, now, is Dee your sister?
Yes, Danielle. I always call her Dee when we were kids.
Got it. So, well...
No, well, I asked you if you wanted a romantic card with hearts on it, and you said yes.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's not like a romantic thing. It's just like I really want to connect with her again because she's been through a lot of stuff since our mom passed. So it's kind of like she doesn't have anybody in her life. So I just want to, like send her something that reminds her that there's somebody in love with her.
Well, Ronnie, that's very sweet. I mean, I have a sister, and she means the world to me, and her happiness is so important, so I appreciate that. I just want to tell you why we're here. Your wife thinks that you did not go see your sister and that you stopped in Las Vegas, and while you were there, you might have cheated on her. What can you tell her to make her feel like that's not true?
That's not true. I did stop in Vegas because that was our connection plane. From there, I went to see my sister.
Well, Crystal, you should tell him why you doubt him.
Yeah, I could only find the receipt to Vegas, but not the connection to Colorado. And then your sister posted on Instagram that she was in New York. So if you were supposed to be in Colorado, and then I see a receipt for Vegas, and then she's in New York, it just doesn't add up.
Well, she posted, you know how she is. She posts stuff like after the day. Like she went to New York and then she met me in Colorado.
But how come there was no connection receipt to Colorado? I only found the one in Vegas.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like I did fly to Colorado. Like if there's no receipt, that I don't know. Like I boarded the plane and I got there. And I spent like a really good time with my sister. Like we were connecting again. Like, why are you doing this again? Like,
well, because I think it's odd that she wouldn't post a picture of you and her on Instagram and saying if you guys were having such a good time, Instead, she posts something from New York and doesn't even mention you were there. And then there's no receipt. It just doesn't feel right.
In
There's
a week,
something missing.
when she posts anything from my trip, are you going to give me a hard time because I'm not in Colorado with her?
Well, if she does that, because I'm not going to ask your sister.
You're jumping the gun here.
Well, wait, guys, just I want to let you go, but I would just say this to you, Ronnie. If you're not telling the truth, now's the time to fix it.
No,
while we're all here.
The truth.
You are telling the truth?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Crystal, he says he's telling the truth.
Oh, well, I guess I'm going to have to take him by his word, but there's nothing
I
to
am.
prove that he's
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm going to take him by his word, but I'm going to let you guys take this from here and talk about it. Ronnie, if there's anything you should tell her, now's the time, okay?
Yeah, listen, what I'm going to do is going to ask my sister to send me some of the pictures that I took with her in Colorado. Maybe just clear this up. How about that?
Okay.
Great.
All right.
That's a good solution. All right, well, good luck, you guys. Crystal, thanks for reaching out.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you call the airline and get the receipt? Couldn't she?
I'm sure you could look it up or something, right?
Patty's got one.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear? He said we got our connecting flight in Vegas.
Yeah, he's lying.
I don't know if I heard that.
He's lying. I was about to ask him where his girlfriend lived.
Wait a minute. You think he's lying?
Yes. He was going to send these romantic flowers to his sister? Ew.
Jeez. Coming off that Ryan's Roses, and you may have really hit the nail on the head, Patty. He did say our flight, not my flight. Right, Veronica? You heard that, huh? Veronica, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
So interesting. So Crystal and Ronnie, I mean, I thought he was legit. He seemed sincere for the portion of the call when he sent the flowers and he wrote the card, but he said our connection, our flight, which is the smoking gun.
She said our, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So who, I mean.
So he was traveling with her. It was a trip.
He's traveling with her.
And I gave him the opportunity to tell me, who is D to you? Who is she? He could have just said, she's my sister, but he was, she's the most important person. We've drifted apart, blah, blah.
But just for a second, again, if you listened, this is me, right? I listened to him. I heard what he said. I paid attention to his tone, and I started to think he was legit. But I didn't really hear what he said. So I can be fooled by the way that they say things sometimes, not even the words that they're using.
Interesting.
Well, thanks for calling. Hello, is this Silmar? To whom are we speaking?
Hi.
What's your name?
Louis.
Louis, it's Ryan, Sissany, everybody here. So what did you hear on that Ryan's Roses?
I think whoever he traveled with was in on it and knew that he was going to say that he was with Sister D, because he said something like, she'll know what that means when she asked for the name.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, look, I think that we have I mean, had he not said that, I would have, I might have believed him.
Yeah.
But just that mere slip up makes me think that he was lying to us.
And
he did a very good job.
Yeah, and the girl was in on it because she knew what that was going to mean, like D.
Right.
Like,
I don't think there's anybody in Colorado.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Well, more good news to wake up to on a Monday here. Thanks for calling. You have a great day. It's time for Ryan's Rose.
All right.
Ellen, it's a public service. If
Yes.
you think someone is cheating on you, if you think something's going on in your relationship, you're not quite sure of it, then or what it is, then send us a story via email. We'll see if you want to go on the air with us. We've got Leah from Diamond Bar who has written to us. Leah, thanks for coming on. How are you?
I'm confused. I don't know how to feel
Yeah.
right now.
Okay, let me bring people up to speed because I've read your email. I've not read it yet on the air. It says, Ryan and Ellen, I'm noticing a few things that are making me think something is not right. I found a pair of underwear that do not belong to me in my drawer. We live in an apartment, so we have a laundry room in the complex. My husband thinks I accidentally picked up someone else's underwear. Then I found an extra toothbrush in the bathroom, and when I asked my husband, he said he bought it to clean a few of his tools. And that's not all. She says, I saw the name Jenna as a login name on one of my son's iPad games. I haven't told my husband about that one because I'm sure he will have the perfect excuse. Well, let's break all these things down. First of all, honestly, now that I think about this, I picked up other people's underwear when I lived on Verdugo.
You did?
Yeah.
From the laundry
accidentally,
room?
in the laundry room. It happens.
Okay, but would you actually then put them in the drawer?
No.
But these were in the drawer.
Yeah.
In her drawer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that to me just...
But who would have put them there?
Well, we take turns going down and doing the laundry because sometimes I'm home and sometimes I travel. So, when he does the laundry, he puts items away, and I'm sure, it felt like a valid reason at the time because he doesn't know what every single one of my underwear are, but still, Yeah,
because to me, that one, I thought initially that was a big smoking gun.
Right.
But you know what? That one could make sense.
Okay, so let's cross it off.
All right, well, let me move to...
That's what I thought, too. When he told me, I was like, okay, because we do take turns with it. I thought, there could be a possibility.
Let me ask another question. Why are his tools in the bathroom?
No, the toothbrush is in the bathroom.
No,
to clean his tools.
Yeah, that's true. Does he have the tools in the bathroom with the toothbrush?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Why are his tools in the bathroom? If he said the toothbrush is for his tools, why is the toothbrush in the bathroom with the tools?
I don't know why the toothbrush was in the bathroom. I'm sure his tools are like his portable tools, like his screwdriver and
was the toothbrush near the tools?
No, the toothbrush was actually in a drawer that I don't really go into, but I was putting stuff away, and I just came across this toothbrush, and it wasn't like a color. We choose colors for each of our toothbrushes, so that
we
don't
do that
get mixed
too.
up with our son.
Right,
and
like
everything.
mine's always purple, then Calvin gets orange, and my husband gets blue.
Right, well, mine's pink, and he gets blue, and this one was purple, and Noah, our son, gets green. So I was like, well, where did this come from? It was kind of weird that it just showed up there, and then he came up with this excuse, and he came up with it pretty fast. So I was like, again, doubting it, and it made me a little wary, but it could happen,
Could you say that just Ryan, you've my permission to call, and then whatever your husband's name is on Kiss FM?
Yes, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
How many kids you guys have?
1. He's 4.
Okay, hang on for 1 second. We're going to call, and do you mind putting your phone on mute?
Okay.
Okay, and then perfect.
Good one.
Okay, scream at me. Great. Okay. Here we go. Let's make the call.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Tommy?
Yeah, this is he.
Tommy, hi, good morning. My name is Patty, and I'm calling from Diamond Flowers. How are you?
Fine. Yeah, fine.
I'm actually calling you because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. I'm calling 5 people today, and you're one of them. You can send the roses to whoever you want today at no charge, including the delivery. Plus, I am going to add extra 2 roses just for you. Because I found 2 extra roses, yeah. At no charge. I'm not going to ask for your credit card number or your billing address, just the name of the person you want to send them to and a note. My delivery shop just opened on Grand off the 57 freeway, so we're pretty close by.
Okay, well, all right. Yeah, I guess you guys are doing that. I'd like it to be sent to Leah, L-I-A.
Oh, L-I-A?
Yeah.
So you want red or white roses?
Oh, red roses.
Red roses, okay.
God, what do you say to your wife? Like, what's a good thing to put for your wife? I don't know. It's a short card, right?
Yeah. Just maybe like 2 lines, max. Would work.
Yeah, I guess just, to my love, and everlasting,
Hey, Tommy, it's Ryan Seacrest and Ellen Kay.
Hi, Tommy.
Leah, your wife, is on mute. Thank you for sending the flowers to her. She has actually asked us to call you, and I need you to know that your voice is being broadcast on the radio right now. Leah, I had concern that maybe you were cheating on her. Are you?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm absolutely not.
Well, we found underwear, a toothbrush, and a Jenna login. So can you explain all that?
Sorry, I'm a little surprised here. I didn't. I've done nothing of the sort. That's something she's talking about. I even talked to her about it. I think she's. Look, I honestly think she's going through an insecure phase right now. I even feel bad to bring this out. I just think she's feeling really insecure about herself.
Insecure? Why?
She's on the line. Yeah, why insecure?
It's just, honey. Ever since we've had Noah, it's just. I think you've you've just been more, worried about me trying to go out and gallivant, thinking I'm missing out on a party or anything. It's nothing like that. I've told you this before.
Listen, I'm just worried because all of these things, these indicators that something weird is going on. It's been recurring, and I don't know what else to think. So I had to do this so that you can let me know. I mean, I'm glad that you sent me the flowers, but I mean, what is going on? This computer thing is really stumping me.
Listen, I love you, and you know that, and I've told you this before. Okay, look. When I went fishing with Joey the other day, right? It wasn't like anything out of the ordinary. You know what I mean? We got our clothes mixed up. Things like that happen.
Wait, what do you mean your clothes?
You got clothes mixed up? What were you doing on this fishing trip? And we found women's underwear.
No. We have packs of clothes, and you take your raincoat out, or you bring an extra pair of jeans, and sometimes you're in a pile and things get mixed up.
So hold on for a second. Women's underwear was on the pontoon boat with you guys?
No, there's no women's underwear on the pontoon boat. I was just.
No, but Leah said she found. Leah, am I making this up?
Yeah.
That you found women's underwear, right?
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago.
And I told you it was probably mixed from some wash when you took it to do it in the wash.
All right, so forget that.
It has nothing to do with the fishing
What's
trip.
the fishing trip have to do with it?
No, I'm trying to set an example to try to say that sometimes accidents happen. People's things get mixed up, and that she shouldn't be so worried about things like that. Something like that happens.
So many things in a 1 month span. And what's up with this login name? Do you know what we're talking about, Jenna? Do you know Jenna? Who is Jenna?
From what? From the.
I was out with Noah on the other day. We were sitting on the couch and he was playing his game, and he went to the login and he went to go put in his name, and what popped up was Jenna 925. I don't know, some number, and Noah can't do that. Whatever he would put on the password would be. I just don't want this to blow up in my face. I'm so scared.
Relax. Listen, first of all, Noah, in preschool got a password and stuff to this game so he could play in the same whatever community they have.
Oh, right. They can log on together.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was his preschool password.
Yeah. It was like a thing to jump in for that, and that's why it came up that way.
Look, Tommy, you have an explanation for everything.
So we're going to let you guys go, but, and whoever's listening can tell us what you think, and obviously you can hear that on the air. But Tommy, just to be clear, you're not cheating on your wife.
I'm not cheating on my wife.
So she's concerned about something. You need to resolve that. You guys need to communicate a little bit better, all right?
Well, maybe we went to go see a doctor or something. I don't know.
Well, Leah, I think you guys need to have this conversation and get the peace of mind you need.
Right.
Thank you for writing to us, Leah. Good luck, okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much for trying, guys.
Okay, bye-bye.
Ryan.
Yeah?
Well, you want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. You go first.
You go first.
Okay. So is it possible that Leah is looking for things and that these are all coincidences and accidents, and she's just looking for the littlest teeny thing and not even investigating it fully to then base it on, oh my God, he must be cheating because I found all these things?
We can speculate, but let's not bury the lead.
All right, what's the lead?
This guy is out. He and Joey are out on the water trading clothes. I got bigger questions than what you're asking over there. I mean, this naked fishing trip is more worrisome to me than a pair of panties from the laundry room.
I agree.
All right, it is time for Ryan's Roses. As a public service, if something's going down in your relationship and you are concerned, you can send us an email, and we'll see if you want to go on the air to try and find out more. Angie?
Yes?
Thank you for coming on. I just want to read the email so we're all on the same page. It says, Dear Ryan, I've become suspicious of my husband and his coworker. It seems they've gotten really close, and the closer they've gotten, the less he talks about her. We used to do a lot of double dates with her and her husband. Now, I haven't seen her in months. I called the hotel on their last business trip and found out that they had adjoining rooms.
Whoa.
That's not great.
Yep.
Then it was the same on the next trip, so you want to know what's going on. Those adjoining rooms things, you don't ever want to open your side, because then you can go into the other room.
No, there's a door usually.
Well, that's my point. There's two doors.
Yes.
You don't want to open your side because you have to have a mutual open.
Right.
You can't just walk in. There's a one door there and a one door there.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they kept it closed, but I don't like that adjoining thing anyway. I just feel like they can hear me.
No.
How long have you been married?
We've been married 6 years.
And who's this woman? I want to know more about her.
Well, I mean, we honestly, it's like we used to double date. It's like, you know, it was her and her husband and me and, you know, I mean, this is just really weird because, you know, we used to hang out all the time and now it's like my husband's not even talking about her. He's not wanting to hang out with them and he's just deflecting every time I want to, you know, like set up something.
Did you ever get a bad vibe when you were with her, when you guys were double dating? Was there any sort of underlying passive aggressiveness?
A little bit, but I mean, nothing that really bothered me. I mean, she wasn't like the nicest person, but you know, it's like she was fun to have like debates with or conversations with, you know. It's like she's very passionate about things.
What's her name?
Gloria.
Angie, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
You have my permission to call, and whatever happens, happens?
Well, I don't know what's going to happen, but just say, I need you to say legally on Kiss FM.
On Kiss FM. You have my permission. Got it.
All right. Got it. There you go. That's fine. That'll do. So here we go. Sisney's going to offer the roses. We want to find out who he sends them to, okay?
Absolutely.
Good luck.
Please, thank you.
Hello?
May I speak to Frank, please?
This is Frank.
Hi, Frank. My name is Darla. I'm calling from More Than Flowers. We're actually a new flower shop right here in Altadena on Lake Avenue. How are you doing this morning?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm actually calling because we're doing a promotion this week, and we're giving out free flowers, and you've been selected today to receive a free dozen roses.
No thanks. I'm good.
Oh, well, are you sure? They're absolutely free. You can send them to anybody that you want today. They can get them this afternoon. I don't need any billing information from you. I don't need, your credit card info or your address or anything. We can just send these flowers out. We're just trying to promote our business. They're absolutely free.
I appreciate it, but I don't have anybody send flowers. I'm fine. I don't need to send any flowers.
You don't have like a girlfriend or even, I don't know, your wife or anybody, your mom?
Yeah, I mean, I do, but I don't need this. I'm good. I appreciate it, but no thanks.
Are you sure? Because they're absolutely free.
I'm sure.
All right. I've let him go. Is that your husband?
Yes.
Why is he so grumpy?
Yeah.
This is how he's been lately. I mean, I don't know. This is why I was thinking, it might be me. Is it me? Is he like having some sort of an affair?
Patty, call him back.
Yeah, why'd you hang up on him?
Well, why'd I hang up? You weren't getting anywhere.
But we could have asked him. We could have, broken character and got into him.
Well, that's why I'm calling him back. Because we're going to do that now.
Could have done it then.
Sisney, sometimes these things take time.
Okay.
You can't rush into all of this. You know what I mean? Okay, hold on. I'm trying him here.
Hello?
Hi, is Frank there?
This is Frank.
Hey, Frank, it's Ryan Seacrest calling on 102.7 Kiss FM. Your wife had asked Sisney to pretend she was at a flower shop offering you flowers, and she wanted to know who you're going to send them to because your wife thinks that you're cheating on her with someone at work. Do you want to explain?
So why don't we see Gloria and Steve anymore, and you won't talk about her, and you've got adjoining rooms, for God's sake, the last couple of trips? This is not cool. And now you're like the crabbiest person around, and I can't get anywhere with you anytime. It's frustrating. What is going on?
Absolutely nothing is going on. I can't even believe that you did all this digging and research and called up a radio station. There's absolutely
Dude, if
nothing
I asked you straight out if we could hang out and when were we going to get together with the two of them, you avoid the conversation. You totally deflect.
You don't want to go there. And I mean, obviously something's going on with the two of you because you've got freaking adjoining rooms.
Yeah,
twice
Frank,
the last 2 times.
I think what she's saying is we have some real evidence here. So why don't you just let us know what's going on?
I'm telling you, I'm being honest. There's absolutely nothing going on. There is nothing going on. I promise you. I know. I guess that looks bad, but I'm just telling you, there's absolutely nothing going on.
Why wouldn't you just send the flowers to your wife?
Yeah, that might be cool. I mean, make up for some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know the flower thing. I don't know. I just was some call. I didn't know. I didn't really think to do that, I guess.
So, Frank, why are you taking these adjoining rooms with your colleague? I mean, I wouldn't do that with mine.
I mean, it's not. We're not in the same room. It's just in a room. I guess if we need to talk to each other for a second about something at work or something like that. I mean, that's why it's set up like that.
What? In your pajamas?
There's nothing. I swear, there's nothing going on. I mean, I'm not cheating.
Why are we suddenly not hanging out with Gloria and Steve? And why anytime I bring her up, do you just change the subject and not want to talk about her? I mean, this is ridiculous. We used to hang out all the time. We'd have like every other week we would get together. And we haven't actually hung out in a couple of months. You don't think that's weird?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I know we used to do that, but we're not. Things change.
Angie, maybe you are just creating this in your own head because I'm not so sure Frank is cheating. The more I hear from him, the more I'm starting to believe him.
Okay, so I'm ready for some proof.
When I come home, I'll tell you in person.
Frank, listen. Tonight, explain all of this. And by the way, Angie, if you want more peace of mind, call Gloria and ask Gloria, okay?
Ask Gloria. Uh-huh. I mean, she's not exactly the problem as much as my husband who doesn't trust me enough to tell me whatever's going on.
But we don't know
what
that
kind of marriage are we having here?
We don't know that he's cheating. I don't have a lot of evidence here.
I'm not. I promise.
You're not cheating, but you can't tell me anything.
Right. He wants to do it in person.
He wants to do it in person. Well, you can give me additional details in person, like the positions that you guys like best, so maybe I could,
Okay, Angie, I'm taking you guys off. I wouldn't want to go home right now to Angie.
No.
I believe Frank.
I don't know if I do.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. Public service. If you think something's going on in your relationship, you can't get to the bottom of it, we're here for you as a public service.
Oh, yeah.
Christine wrote us. Christine, good morning.
Good morning.
She says, Ryan and Ellen, I picked up our clothes the other day from the dry cleaners, and the woman that worked there handed me a used lipstick and a pair of earrings. She said to me, your husband left your lipstick and earrings in his pant pockets. Here you go. She says, I was stunned because they didn't belong to me. So I immediately called my husband, and he acted like he had no idea what I was talking about. He blamed it on the dry cleaners. He said they made a mistake and gave you something that belongs to somebody else. He says, that's what it was. And she says, I don't know what to think. I think he's lying to me. So, Christine, you're sure that's not your stick and those aren't your earrings?
Well, women know lipstick shapes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it wasn't
that's true.
a brand that
and earrings.
It wasn't
you
even
would know.
like it was maybe a brand that I use in a different shade. Like I don't even use that brand, and I certainly those earrings were ugly. Like it wasn't mine.
But could it have been a mistake on the dry cleaner's part? Maybe they thought those came out of your husband's pants, but...
Well, I had asked her, and she said no, and it makes sense, because you know how when you do laundry and you check pockets, they have little, like, plastic bags that they put stuff in and when they pull out from pockets. So it wasn't like there was this table full of stuff, that could have gotten mixed up. As they go through pockets, if there's something there, they put it in a bag with... with the customer's name and stuff. It's
Imagine some of the stuff they find, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, it doesn't make sense. It's just, I've never even suspected that anything could be going on. It's not like I had this inside feeling,
Oh, so there's nothing else happening that would make you think something's
No.
wrong?
No, and we're high school sweethearts. We've got, 2 kids, one on the way. I need to find out what's going on.
All right.
This is bad.
All right. We're going to bring Patty in here to offer your husband some roses. We want to see who he sends them to and then what he writes on the card, okay?
Okay.
Now, you think he's cheating because the dry cleaner called you and said that they found lipstick and earrings in his clothes at the dry cleaners. It's not your stuff. You say, for sure it's not your stuff. So would you just say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever your husband's name is on Kiss FM?
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
And we're going to. And so here we go. How long have you been married?
9 years.
Okay. Good luck.
Hello?
May I speak to Johnny, please?
Yeah, this is Johnny. Who's this?
Johnny, hi. My name's Patty. I'm calling from Carol's Flowers. How are you?
Hey, what's up? I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I'm actually
Wait,
calling you
really quick. Is this a service call?
I'm sorry?
Is this a courtesy call?
No, I'm actually calling you because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. You must have made a recent purchase online and opted to receive promotions. And I'm calling because today is the day where you get one of those free roses. You get a free bouquet from us.
Completely free?
They're completely free.
Like, I don't have to give you a credit card number or, get a free credit report from me or something?
Oh, no. They're completely free. I'm actually just promoting my delivery service. I just opened my flower shop a few weeks ago. And I'm trying to get as many customers as I can. And I do ask if you can just go to my Facebook page and maybe write a comment after, the person using the flowers to receive them. And just let them, just kind of do a quick review.
I mean,
and that would help me.
Yeah, that's good. I'll help you out. If I give you a good Yelp review, you hook me up with some more flowers a couple weeks?
Oh, well, I could give you a discount, maybe.
Well, I guess you'll see how good a review I'll leave you. Then maybe you'll give me some free ones.
Okay, so you do want to accept the flowers then, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to give you any credit card number, so
no.
If I don't have to give you anything, then yeah,
no, not at all.
Why not?
No, well then, awesome then. So let's just let's do this really quick because I'm sure you're very busy today. So who do you want to send them to?
It'll be Destiny.
I'm sorry?
It'll be Destiny.
Destiny, you said?
Yep.
Okay. So it comes with a note, and so just let me know what you want to write. You could write anything you like.
All right, that was a little inside joke. All right, it's can you just write 1 by 1, 2 by 2, peekaboo, I'll see you. You're my destiny.
Okay.
Wait,
Hello? Hello, Johnny, I need you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio right now. We've got your wife, Christina, on the line, and clearly you're cheating on her with a woman named Destiny.
Who the hell is Destiny? Are you kidding me? Who is Destiny? Wait.
Johnny, Christine, let him answer the question.
Destiny?
Who is Destiny? Johnny, who's Destiny?
Christine, look, can I talk to my wife, please?
No, you cannot.
You
cannot right now. Who's Destiny?
Yourself.
1 by 1, 2 by 2, peekaboo. I'll see you. What's going on with you and Destiny?
That's none of your business.
Of course it's my business. Your wife asked me to call you.
Called us to call you.
I didn't get up today just thinking to myself, I'm going to call you out of the blue. She asked me to call you. Who's Destiny? And are you cheating on your wife with Destiny?
She means nothing to me. It's just.
You sent you peekaboo. I'll see you. You're my destiny.
Is this? Are you telling Destiny? Is this D? Is Destiny and D? This makes perfect sense. This makes perfect sense from the dry cleaner. D.
She means nothing to me.
So you're telling me that she wanted to be caught. Remember the whole lipstick and the earrings and they were hers.
At the dry cleaners.
At the dry cleaners.
it was just stupid, man. Like, it wasn't like anything.
Johnny.
How stupid it is. I have trusted you. We have been together for 14 years, married for 9. You have 2 children. I'm pregnant, for God's sake.
Johnny, are you in love with Destiny?
Johnny, what are you doing?
She doesn't mean anything to you. You're throwing your family away for somebody that doesn't mean anything. And just maybe if you loved her, there would be like some reason you would throw all of this away. Are you stupid?
Johnny, how long have you been seeing Destiny?
Not long.
How long? Not long.
I'm telling
Not
the
long.
truth.
But
everything on the table. Be honest.
All right, easy with the F word.
Christine, yeah, we're not going to get any answers.
You are cheating on your wife with Destiny. Correct?
I mean, it's just been a couple of times.
No. I mean, correct? Correct?
Yes or no?
Correct?
Yes.
Hang on for 1 second. Christine, can you hang on?
Yes.
And she's pregnant, too.
That is so low.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. It's time for Ryan's Roses. This is, I don't know that we've had one quite like this before with new technology and new apps and surveillance apps.
I know, it's kind of scary.
It says, Dear Ryan and Sissany, I was offered a promotion at work that has me in Phoenix for 6 months. My wife was very supportive, but wouldn't move with me, which I understood. She has her job, her friends, her whole routine. I've been there for 3 months now, and she seems different. She's hanging out with her coworkers and goes out with them all the time. I've asked her about it, but she says they're just having fun. Here's the kicker. The other night, I got a movement alert on our home security system, so I opened the app and saw my wife walking into our house with another man. Then I saw him leaving a few hours later. I'm freaking out.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was nighttime.
So, Michael, thank you for coming on with us. I get why you would be freaking out. Can you describe, when you talk about seeing your wife and this man walk in, like describe that image of body language and anything else you noticed?
I mean, I was already, freaking out. I was already really tired, not getting any sleep. And I get this alert, and I get them all the time, and it's usually stuff I ignore, the mailman and people that are supposed to be there. But the timestamp was really odd. It was late in the evening, and it was my wife and this man. And I just, in my brain, I could not process why he was there at 9:30 at night. It did not make any sense to me. And then I really started panicking because I'm like, I don't even know this guy, and I know a lot of her friends. So, yeah, I mean, it was crazy.
Do you have any of these things in your house? You don't have any of these cameras in your house, do you?
No. I mean, this is just one of those basic commercial home security systems that it has a thing on the door. And one in the backyard.
We've done the commercials for these systems, and there are also Sissany has the Nest Cam, where she has one inside Michael's bathroom.
Yeah, that's for the dogs.
Well, that's what she told you. I'm just kidding. Okay, hang on 1 second. This Michael, and we'll come back and find out what's happening. Michael is on the line. He's been married for how long? Michael, you've been married how long?
2 years.
So he's on a work assignment for months. And he sees his wife walking into the house at night with another man because they have the system on their door where has an app and he gets notified. She's in there with the guy for a few hours, then the guy leaves hours later at night. Not good. So something's going on. Now, Michael, what do you want us to send? Do you want us to send her flowers?
I would like to see what would happen if she was confronted with the idea of going on a romantic weekend or something like that, and who would you bring? If it was really quick, like, hey, you won this prize or something, and then she would have to figure out, oh, he's, Michael's not around. I'll go with whoever the heck that is.
Oh, right.
And then maybe she'll catch herself. I mean, even if she says my name, if she hesitates for a second, it means maybe she thought of somebody else.
Okay.
Because she'll know she'll be on the air, right?
Right. Okay. Well, she won't know she's on the air until after all this happens. But let's see. Let's try it. Okay. Patty's going to try it. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Good luck, Michael. Right. I need you to be very, very quiet while we do all of this and say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then your wife's name on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Okay. You have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
All right, here we go. Good luck.
All right.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Jenny?
Speaking.
Hi, Jenny. How are you? My name is Emily, and I'm calling from Soul Resorts here in Palm Springs. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm calling because you've been chosen to receive here a weekend getaway for two. I believe that you chose to opt in to receive promotions and discounts the last time you made a purchase online. And you've been selected to get this weekend getaway for two. All I need is the name of you and your guest, and you can come in this weekend if you like.
And it's going to be this weekend, you said?
It could be this weekend or in the next, it expires by the end of summer, but I have a nice suite here available this weekend.
Okay. So me, and then can the name be changed if possible?
What do you mean?
Like if I choose one name and that person can't come, can I change it to another name?
No, unfortunately, we can't do that.
Okay. It'll be me and Scott.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio, and we have your husband on the line.
Really? Michael?
Yes, Michael. Who is Scott?
Yeah, I would love to know who Scott is. Who is Scott?
Scott is a friend of mine, and I don't know when you're coming down. Every time you say you're going to come down, you can't come down because of work. So I just made a decision. I didn't want to put your name down, and then you couldn't come down, and then I have to go down by myself.
Do you not?
Hold on.
Do you not see how crazy this is? I cannot even believe that this is where we are. I cannot even believe that you get a call from some random resort in Palm Springs, and you're going to bring not your husband because what?
Well, I would bring my husband if he comes down when he says he's going to come down, but it's been 3 months.
Okay, you two, hold on for a second. Jenny, we're calling you because we saw a man walk into your home at night and leave a few hours later. Who is the man?
That's Scott, and I know we have a system in the house.
And then what did you do inside?
We just talked.
I don't like it. I don't like it. And you didn't tell your husband?
You didn't ask.
Jenny, I don't like a lot of things. I don't like a lot of things. I don't like the way you're speaking to everybody. Honestly, I'm just going to be honest. I don't think it's the right tone.
Right.
I don't like it. I think that you're doing something and you're not talking to your husband, and clearly there's resentment here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm hearing
Big
it.
time.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the problem?
The problem is he decided that he's going to move away to Arizona for 6 months, and I totally understand it's a good opportunity, but, I have to stay here. And if we're going to do a long-distance relationship, then we need to establish the rules. And the rules were he's going to see me at least every other weekend, and then every other weekend it's always like an issue. So it's been 3 months, and I haven't seen him. I've seen him once. So at the end of the day, it's like if you really want this marriage or this relationship, then you need to fight for it. It's not like I haven't told Michael before.
So you do have resentment that he's gone on this work assignment.
My resentment's not that he's going and working. That's not. I love the fact that he's working. My resentment is that you can't. If we made a deal and we're going to see each other at this time, then we do that because it's for the relationship. But don't come with a lame
okay. Can I just say, I am not having fun over there. I don't know what you think I'm doing over there, but I'm opening up this location. It is killing me. It is much harder than I thought it was going to be. But you know what? This is like more than a 10K increase in salary. So I got to do it, and you're going to benefit from it. We're going to be able to pay down some bills and some credit cards. I thought this was a practical decision, and I'm talking to a high school student whose boyfriend didn't come home for 4 weeks. I'm over here making adult decisions, and you're like in high school. I just don't even know who you are right now.
It's not the issue that you haven't come home. The issue is that we made a deal, and you said that you're going to come. And on the day that you're supposed to be coming, you don't come.
Yeah, I made a deal with my boss that I was going to work.
Okay. Hey, Michael, Jenny. Hey, guys. You have a real problem with your relationship,
Yeah.
all right? And it's not for all of us to determine right now. I don't know if you're cheating or not, Jenny, but clearly this is not the way a marriage is supposed to sound. And maybe you're having a moment, you can work through it, and we want you to. But I would start with speaking and listening maybe before you're speaking to each other, okay? I'm gonna let you, Michael. Good luck, Jenny. Good luck. I'm gonna let you both go. That's a fight. We don't need to be in the middle
that was
of.
so bad.
But she was talking to him angry from the get go.
I was going to say, even if she's not cheating, it's bad.
But I think she's bringing this guy on purpose so he sees it, and all of this might have been intentional. Just looking at some of the calls after that Ryan's Roses, a lot of calls coming in saying that she is so cheating.
Yeah.
So cheating is the way that you're describing it. Ryan's Roses. If you are leaving and you have to get into your car, sprint.
Because you don't want to miss this.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sprint. Then you gotta get your
You think
keys
you're
out
in the
of your
elevator?
purse and, yeah.
Maybe have to go to P3.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, we're going to move, but sprint, dash. And if you're listening anywhere in the country on iHeartRadio, thank you. Thanks for getting that app. It's time to get into the public service portion of the show. If you need some peace of mind in your relationship and you don't know what's happening with your partner, then that's where you can send us a story via email. We'll get into it and see if you want to come on the air. This has to do with the holidays here and the holiday party and the office holiday party. Mm-hmm. Ryan and Ellen, I ran into my husband's coworker and his family at Target the other day. We were talking and his wife started asking me about the holiday party, my husband's work holiday party. It caught me off guard because my husband has not mentioned anything to me. And, of course, I felt stupid not knowing. So I obviously asked him about it. He said he had not heard anything about the party and even mentioned that the company may not even have a party this year. I was in shock. He lied to my face. He didn't even flinch. There has to be a huge reason why he doesn't want me to go to his office party. Let's get to Natalie right now. So, Natalie, are you positive there's definitely a holiday party?
Yeah, absolutely, without question. Why else would she tell me that?
All right.
Well, did you back it up, though, with, maybe some kind of invitation or an email that went out?
Well, she said the invitations went out last week.
Well, a lot of them did. Ours did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's time now you send out the invitations. Have you been to his office holiday party in the past?
Yeah. I mean, we've been married a long time. I've been to the party before. I mean, that's kind of like anytime that there's, like, they've had, like, a company picnic, too, and that's kind of where I got the vibe from this Nina chick or whatever. Because it was even like in front of me, where it's like she was very like flirtatious and just very inappropriate. Honestly,
sorry.
To be talking like that to a married man.
Nina's not the coworker's wife. Nina's someone else.
Nina is the chick that I think that my husband might be.
Nina's
seeing.
the target. Nina's the target here.
Okay.
All
yeah.
Right. So historically, you've gone to the party and you've noticed some sort of exchange with Nina and your husband that you weren't comfortable with.
Correct.
What's her role at his work? Do they see each other every day?
Yeah, she works for him.
Oh.
All right. And you married a long time. What's a long time?
Like 17 years? That's a pretty long time, I think.
Yep, that's a long time. and it's interesting that you'd be having this bump in the road 17 years in.
Right?
I think, for me not married, I always think you get to 17, you're good.
You're good.
Right? If you can make it. I mean, by the time I get married, I won't even live till 17 years into a marriage.
Ryan.
So, all right. Well, and do you have kids?
Yeah, we have 3 children.
Mm-hmm. Let's find out why he hasn't. I mean, it's not that it's not just that he didn't invite you. It's that he lied about the whole thing happening, right? Because I could see like a lot of, I know with stuff I get or guys get, like you get invitations, you put them aside, you forget to mention them. All of a sudden, next week we have our thing.
Yeah.
And and then guys always get in trouble for that. Why didn't you tell me when you got the email?
But I thought he did tell you. No, you didn't. Well, when were you going to tell me? I don't know.
We have something missing called memory.
All right, Roses.
And poor Natalie's on hold here, so let's get to this. If your husband didn't tell you about the office party, and traditionally, historically, you've gone, would you think that is strange?
Yes.
That's really what's happened with Natalie. She ran into somebody that his wife works with her husband and said, hey, the office party, I'll see you there. What office party? She goes to her husband and says, is there an office party coming up, holiday party? No. Really? Well, that's not what I heard, and that's where we are. And so she believes that her husband's lying to her. She also thinks that there's a woman at the office that she's suspect of, and her name is Nina.
Oh, yeah.
And Nina works for her husband. And Nina has done something that you have categorized as inappropriate, Natalie?
Yes.
Could you tell me what that is?
It's just her behavior. Like, I mean, she's young and, like, curvy and, like, really flirtatious and stuff like that. And it's just, like, it's almost like she's trying to, like, flaunt whenever she's around my husband, you know, and it's just kind of like, it just seems like, I mean, you know he's married, like, why are you acting like that? You know what I mean?
But is she flirtatious with all the guys? Because some girls are like that. They're just enticers, and they like that. So maybe she's not just zeroed in on your husband. Maybe this is just the way she is.
Well, I don't want her doing that to my husband. I don't care how she is with anybody else, but that's my husband. She doesn't need to be doing that.
All right, let's make the call. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever your husband's name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
All right, we're going to bring in Patty.
All right.
Patty is going to offer him some roses. And we're going to find out who he sends them to and what he puts on the card. Now, you already told us that Nina is the woman you're suspicious of, so we should remember that while Patty makes the call. And we're going to be very quiet till we get as much information as possible. Then we will tell him that he's on the air. 17 years married, Ellen.
Wow.
3 kids.
3 kids.
Okay. Let's get to it. So, Patty.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Carlos?
This is Carlos.
Carlos, hi. My name's Patty calling from Bright Flowers. How are you?
Oh, hi. Patty, how's it going?
I'm doing good. I'm calling because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. They're completely free. And you can send them to whoever you want this morning. I don't need any information from you, just the name of the person you want to send them to on a note.
Oh, wow. What's the occasion?
There's really no occasion. I just opened my store, and I'm trying to get as many customers to go to my Facebook page and just do a like. And I'm trying to do that, and I figured, you know, I can give 5 bouquets today, and hoping that if you do like my service, you can just go to the Facebook page and like it, and also refer me to your friends and your family.
Okay. I think I can give you a like.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. You know, it may not sound like a lot, but you know, it's at the end of the day, it is. And
Yeah.
I'm doing this for the holidays. I'm just trying to really just get my customers ready.
Okay.
So, let's see here. Who do you want to send these flowers to?
Hold on. Can I put you on hold really quick?
Yeah, no problem.
Just 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay, hello?
Yes?
Hi. I'd like to give them to this coworker. His name is Nina.
Nina? Okay.
Yeah.
So I have 4 bouquet options that I can offer today. I have I love you, I miss you, thinking of you, and get well soon. Are there any of those good for her?
Well, I love you is kind of strong.
Okay.
Do you have any that kind of say what's up?
We don't, but I can do a blank one and just kind of I don't know, maybe do different colors, red, white combination of roses, or just red. What do you prefer?
Just the red one should be fine. Yeah.
So red. So then we'll do a blank card. So what do you want the card to say?
These flowers are just the beginning.
Carlos, it's Ryan Seacrest and Ellen K. I need you to know that your voice is being broadcast on the radio. Why did you send flowers to Nina? What's going on with Nina, and what is this the beginning of?
Well, this is weird. So this is so there's no flowers? This is just
There's no flowers, Carlos, but your wife is on the line.
Just answer him, Carlos.
Whoa. Natalie?
Yes.
The beginning of a new position
What
at
kind
work.
of position?
Well, she just got promoted in the department, and I didn't know what to get her. We have this tradition to get
What did she,
something on.
what did she do to earn the promotion, Carlos?
How did she get the promotion? Let's talk about that.
Well, she's a great worker.
Hey, Carlos, so your wife tells us that you've been married 17 years, which is great and incredible. You got 3 wonderful kids, and then you have this opportunity to send flowers to any woman in the world, and you pick Nina, who you work with. And she also told us that you're having an office party, but when she asked you about it, you told her you weren't having an office party. So is there no holiday party at the company this year?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, I thought you told Natalie.
Then why didn't you tell me about it? Why didn't you tell me about it then?
I just found out yesterday about the party.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Nina probably
Yeah.
informed them.
You seem to know
okay.
a lot about like promotions and stuff, but not the holiday party, which usually is like a company-wide email.
Yeah, usually everybody knows about it.
Well, I just found out yesterday, so I didn't tell Natalie about it because I didn't know for sure.
Let me
so I
save
didn't want
some
to get her
minutes
hopes
off
up.
let me save some
Okay.
minutes of everyone's
Please.
life here. Carlos, are you cheating on your wife with this woman at the office, Nina? And are you hiding something from her because you told your wife that there is no office party? Just answer us that.
Okay, look. Nina's a very beautiful lady, but I have not done anything with her.
And do you want to?
Clearly. I mean, listen.
Well, she's pretty, but
Who
Natalie.
Says that? Who says that when his wife's on the phone? Right? I mean, Carlos, come
Wow.
on. You kept information from your wife about the office party. You had the opportunity to send flowers to any woman in the world. You picked Nina. Your wife clearly thinks that there may be something going on between you guys. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I mean, I have to be honest with you. The two of you need to look eye to eye and have a real conversation about what's happening. But, Carlos, your wife should be at the top of the list when you're sending flowers, I think.
Anytime. All the time.
And if your wife is uncomfortable with what's happening with you and this other woman, then you guys should probably explore that and talk about that. Talk about why that is, bro. Right? And, just don't lie to your wife.
I'm telling her, just found out about this party yesterday.
All right. Well, Nina.
So are we going to go then? Are we going to go to the party or no?
Is Nina going to be there?
Probably.
Okay, so can the two of you go to the party? There may be a happy ending.
Yeah.
Well, I just don't want Natalie to start any trouble at this party. I don't want
She's
no
not gonna start any
drama in
trouble.
front of all my coworkers.
No, she won't start any trouble, right, Natalie?
Well, I mean, if he's gonna be acting weird around her, I'm gonna ask her straight point blank because I want to know.
Oh my goodness, Natalie.
All right, guys, we're going to take you off the air.
All right. Well, Natalie, we'll talk when I get home.
Fine.
.7 Kiss FM. Let's go. It's time for Ryan's Roses. Dear Ryan and Sissany, who is out. So, dear Ryan, Tanya, and Patty, my neighbors told me they saw my husband on their Nest Cam in their house while they were out of town. I'm shocked and embarrassed because I think I know why he was there. Let me grab Megan. So we're trying to figure this out. Why was your husband? Why do you think your husband was at the neighbors?
Well, so I'm really good friends with my neighbor's wife, and she has one of those Nest doorbells,
Right.
And it looks like my husband's on the camera.
But why was he over there?
He went into the house. I don't know. He didn't even tell me that he went over there. The neighbors were out of town. They had a dog sitter over there, but and he didn't mention anything about it. And I've been hinting about hey, anything crazy happened, and he just is radio silent. And I don't know. I thought I'd call you guys.
So, but Megan, is there trouble? Has there been a history of issues with you and your husband in the past? Have you worried about him leading up to this?
He hasn't ever cheated. I can be a little jealous, and so sometimes he's I've caught text messages on his phone, but then he's always been able to explain it. But it doesn't when you just have a little tingly, like spidey sense. Like I just feel like something's wrong. And I don't know. I mean, it looks like him. They showed me the video. It looks like him.
But perhaps, I mean, I borrow stuff from my neighbors all the time. The other day, I needed a drill to put my curtain rod back up. Like, I needed a wine opener the other day. So I'm constantly going to my neighbors for things. Is it possible that he just needed something?
But why wouldn't you tell me? I'm like, I asked him, like, if anything happened around the house. Like, I didn't directly ask him, did you go over and, like,
Also,
and
they were
have
out
a
of town.
fair next door? But,
Yeah.
like, it's just weird that he didn't tell me, like, that nothing happened. Like, so what could be the reason to, like, hide that you went over there? That's also a good reason to go there.
All right, so let's call him. We'll do that next, okay? Hang on 1 second. We're into Ryan's Roses. So I think the real strange thing here, let's bring Megan back up. I think the real strange thing here for Megan is that her husband was in the neighbor's house, and the neighbors were not there, and the neighbors didn't know that he was coming into the house. Like, they just saw him on the Nest Cam. He was not invited to come over. They were shocked to see Megan's husband in their house while they were away. I mean, that seems
who let him
very, very weird. Who let him in, Megan?
Oh, they had a dog sitter staying with them. Her name's Everly.
Everly. And this is the woman you talked about in her email. You said she's flirty.
Yeah, she's a little bit younger. It's not like she's like 18, but she's like, I think just graduated college and is always like, if she's dog sitting, she's always jogging in like little, like just her sports bra and little shorts. And she always is somehow around in the neighborhood. I don't know. I'm not a fan.
Okay. You're not a fan, clearly. All right. We're going to call him now. I just need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then your husband's name on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
Okay, we're going to do that now. Tony's going to offer him some roses. Stay very quiet until we tell him he's on the air. Let's see if we can find out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Danny there?
This is he.
Hi, Danny. My name is Rosie. I just opened a new flower shop called Rosie's Roses. We're right here on Arrow Highway, and I just wanted to call and offer you some free roses because we're new to the area and we just want to get our name out there. So would you like me to send some roses for you today on your behalf?
They're free?
Yeah, I don't need any of your credit card information, just the name of who you want to send them to and the address. And I'll get them out by 1 p.m.
Well, if they're free and you're sending roses, can you send them to elementary and send them to the teacher's lounge?
Sure, I definitely can. Do you have a specific name that I can leave them there with, or just the lounge?
No, just say welcome back, teachers.
Okay, and love, Danny?
No, don't put my name on it. Just anonymous.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Danny, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. Thank you for that very kind gesture of sending the roses to the teacher's lounge. That is, as Tanya said, very sweet. We have your wife, Megan, on the line. Reason we're calling, Danny, is she's curious about the trip you took over to your neighbor's house when they were out of town. You went in their house when the dog sitter was there? Does that sound familiar?
Wait, what is this?
So you went to your neighbor's house when they were out of town, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you do? What did you need to go over there for? That's why we're calling.
All right. There was a water leak. There was a dog sitter there, and she ran out asking for help. There was water spraying everywhere. I guess the dog had kicked the faucet off and like in the tub, and there was water spraying everywhere. And the girl who was dog sitting ran out, and I was passing by, and I went in and like helped her get it straight in there and fix the leak. So that's what happened.
And did you know this woman?
The dog sitter. Yeah.
Everly, was her name? Everly? Yeah. Do you know Everly?
Yeah,
I
know her. I know who she is. Yeah, she's a girl in the neighborhood.
Okay, so Megan, do you want me to tell him what's going on? Megan thinks that something is going on with you and possibly Everly, and that's why you were over there. I mean, Megan, you can speak if you wish.
I'm just like, why didn't you tell me? Like, if there was this big thing with the water and all this stuff, I'm just trying to wrap my head around why my husband, so the Fingerton sent me the video. You were on their Nest camera. And that's why I've been, weird the past few days, asking about what you've been up to.
So you call me on the radio? I can't even believe that you're doing this, but...
Don't even worry about that. Is there something going on with you and Everly, the dog sitter?
There is absolutely nothing going on with us, and I just didn't even think it was that big enough of a deal to, mention it, honestly.
So truly you went over to fix the leak?
100%.
Megan, you know your husband. Do you believe him?
He's really handy and a very good man, which is why I married him. It's just that I don't understand why you didn't just tell me about a massive, having to turn off the neighbor's water. We're very close with the Fingertons. That, that's something that they would probably want to know, that there was an incident in their house. My brain's reeling right now.
I don't even know what to say. You've freaked out over nothing. It was not even a big enough deal for me to mention it to you.
All right. Well, listen, Megan, you've heard his reasons, and so I think you guys can talk about it further. But it's about all we can do here. Thank you for reaching out to us, and good luck. All right, Megan?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Danny. So Megan and Danny just on the line, and Megan was worried that her husband was in their neighbor's house. Well, their neighbors were out of town, didn't know he was going to be there. They saw him in their Nest Cam. There was a dog sitter apparently who his wife, Danny's wife, is not a fan of, and she thought maybe something was going on with her husband Danny and the dog sitter, and that's why he was in the house. Well, and by the way, it sounded suspect. And so we get him on the line, and he sends the flowers. A beautiful gesture. He sends the flowers to the teacher's lounge at a school as a thank you, anonymously. And then he says, I was in the neighbor's house because the dog sitter, Everly, was looking for somebody to help because the dog kicked the faucet off the tub and there was water gushing everywhere.
Right.
And I had to go out and fix it. I mean, it all sort of almost sounds too perfect.
Not really, though.
I mean, it almost sounds... So you believe him? You think he really, at the moment she was crying for help, he ran in there and fixed the leak?
I mean, I'm sure she wasn't crying for help, but I'm sure she probably was frazzled and was just like, somebody help me, or you know what I mean?
But wouldn't their neighbors, the owners of the home, have known about this leak?
Mm-hmm.
And because they're the ones saying, hey, your husband was in our house. They didn't say, your husband was in our house, thank him for fixing our leak.
No, because think about it. If you're watching somebody's home and their dog and there's a huge something happens, you try and fix it without them knowing before they come back. I've done that before. I've messed up somebody's air conditioning while I was house sitting, and I had somebody come and fix it and never told them.
I don't know. Patty doesn't believe him. I don't think.
I thought it was really strange that he'd send flowers to a teacher's lounge, and anonymously. Why wouldn't he want those folks to know he's sending them flowers? So my thinking is that he has someone in there that he wants to impress, someone at that school.
So not even anything to do about the house.
Yeah,
the dog
not
sitter?
even.
There's a teacher there?
Yeah.
Or he's just trying to make a good impression with somebody at the school?
Yeah. Someone.
Have we become this cynical? The man is, I thought it was a random act of kindness. And yet we've done so many Ryan's Roses calls, we think, no, he wasn't being kind. He was trying to impress a teacher.
Yeah.
All right, let me grab Tessa. So, Tanya, you believe Danny. Patty does not. I'm on the fence. I thought I was not believing him. And then the story sounded pretty good, but now it almost sounds too good to be true. Tessa, what did you think?
The whole thing
just sounds fishy to me. If that's really all it was, if you went in there to fix, a bathtub or whatever, I just don't get why you wouldn't mention it. You know what I mean? And yeah, especially if you know the neighbors, wouldn't you tell them or mention it to them at some point? I don't know.
And Megan,
it was a funny story that you would share.
Megan, had some sort of concern, so something wasn't right in that relationship.
I know, but Ryan, sometimes you even know this. You're a victim of this. At the end of the day, if your partner says, "What happened today?" and a lot of things happen to you in a day, but you're just so tired that you're like, nothing. You just don't share it.
But if I fixed a leak, I would feel like a superhero.
No, you wouldn't.
Share that with everybody.
You would not.
Yeah, because I'm not handy. It'd be a big deal to me. I'd probably call my parents. Tessa, thank you for calling.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So we'll leave it at that. Split decision here. It's time for Ryan's Roses. Now it's time for Ryan's Roses. So here's the deal. Clara from Valencia says, "Dear Ryan, I was in the App Store on our home computer, and I saw a certain dating app in the purchase tab. The first chance I got, I went on my husband's phone, and I didn't see the app anywhere. But then I did a search, and it came up. It was clearly hidden on the phone, so I went in and found a conversation he had with a girl. I wrote hi, and she wrote hi back. Then I said, I'm thinking we should meet, and she wrote back, ha, 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 I'm pretty sure what we've done constitutes meeting. Then she wrote, or did you mean again? LOLZ. All right, let's get her on. So, hi, Clara. How are you?
I'm okay, I guess. How are you?
I'm all right. This is interesting because knowing this, I was talking with Sisney earlier about it. I feel like I would want to address it with this woman. I would want to go to her immediately and find out what's going on. Maybe at the same time I'd address it with him. Or maybe her first. Very quickly, I'd get to both of them, I think. Where's your head on it?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm confused. I'm hurt. I'm upset. I mean, seeing this, I just I can't even believe it. I mean, this is somebody that he's been my partner, He is my partner and my best friend. And I feel so betrayed, but I don't know. I want to know what's going on, and I don't know. I don't want to confront her. I don't want to talk to her. You don't?
Man, that'd be tough.
Now that you've already, gotten contact with these back and forths, I feel like
I would
have just said something.
I don't want to talk to her.
How long have you been together?
Well, we've been married for 4 years, but I mean, we've been together for 7 years right now.
Okay. Do you have kids?
No.
I want you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever your husband's name is, on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
Okay. We are going to make this call. Sisney is going to offer him some roses. And you'll be on the line. You'll hear everything. Just be quiet because we want to hear who he sends them to and then what he writes on the card. All right?
Okay.
Okay, baby. Good luck. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Anthony?
This is him.
Hi, Anthony. My name is Yolanda. I'm calling from Flowers and More. How are you doing this morning?
Good. Is this a courtesy call type of thing? Because I actually got some work I got to be doing here.
Oh, this will take 2 minutes. Honestly, I'm just trying to offer you a free dozen roses. We're a new flower shop here in the Santa Clarita area, and I wanted to know if you would like to send just a free dozen roses to anybody today. I don't need any billing information from you. They're absolutely free.
What do you say the name of the company is?
Flowers and More. We're actually brand new right here on McBean Parkway.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is there anybody that you'd like to send a dozen roses to today? I just need the name that you want to, of whoever it is, and you can write a little quick note.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. Why don't you make it out to her name is Jamie.
Jamie.
It's spelled normal. Jamie.
I-E? Okay. And then what would you like to put on the note?
I'm thinking something like, oh, geez. It's got to be kind of clever, this one.
Is this like a girlfriend?
Like ready, maybe like ready when you are?
Oh, ready?
Anthony, it's Ryan Seacrest, and Sissany is the other voice you're hearing. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio, and we have your wife on the other line. What is happening with you and Jamie?
I'm sorry. What? Who's this?
What is happening with you and Jamie? This is your wife,
Clara.
Yeah. Who's Jamie, Anthony?
Oh my God. What's happening? Why are you calling me?
I don't know. What is happening? You tell me. I don't know what's happening.
I was called by a flower company, and they said I could.
Oh my God, Anthony! Who is Jamie?
Jamie is. You don't. Oh God.
I don't know.
I don't want to make.
Tell me.
I don't want to make this a big deal. I don't want to make it a big circus right now. This isn't.
It's already
this isn't what it's
kind of a big deal.
But allow me to explain as best as I can right now with what's happening. I met a woman named Jamie on a dating app.
Oh my God!
There's a billion of them now, and I didn't. It wasn't. But listen, hear me out. It wasn't because I was looking for someone else. It wasn't because I was.
What were you doing
on a dating app?
Dating app.
I'm on a dating app because my buddy did it, and he said that the app helped him in his marriage because his wife saw it and they reconnected emotionally.
Okay.
Oh my
Hold
God.
on. Dude, just so we're clear, you think that going on a dating app and engaging in dialogue with another woman is going to help out your relationship with your wife?
I don't know. It was experimental in nature.
It doesn't make any sense.
How about the note? Ready when you are.
You can't even just talk to me first. Like, we talk about everything. We've been best friends for so many years now, and you can't even talk to me and tell me that something's wrong. You have to go out and meet another woman.
I did not meet.
I don't understand.
Wait, you didn't meet her? Because we have some texts back and forth that indicate you did meet her. So, did you meet Jamie? Because your wife got into your phone and she has corresponded with Jamie, and Jamie has revealed some information to us, okay?
Whatever I did, it was not to the extent that your imaginations are going.
No, listen, I'm not imagining anything. Clara informed me of all of this, and then you just sent a note to this other woman saying, ready when you are. Can you help us understand why you're saying that?
What is that supposed to mean?
It was flirtatious. It wasn't. I don't feel about this stupid person who I barely know. I don't feel about her the way I feel for my wife. That's not.
I don't know how you feel about me at this point. How am I supposed to think that you think about me? I mean, for you to do something like this is so hurtful. I just don't even know what to think right now.
Anthony, you're confused, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. Let me just ask you a very important, clear question. Are you cheating on your wife?
Silence.
Yes,
I can't answer the question?
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Yes, and I'm sorry. And I'm sorry it had to come out like this, and I'm
What?
sorry I did it, and I'm sorry that I'm...
Oh my gosh, Anthony.
So all of the BS about your friend is BS?
I'm full of it. Yeah.
All right, how long have you been seeing Jamie?
I saw her twice in the last couple of weeks. It was texting, and then I made the decision to meet her, which was a mistake, and it turned into a second meetup, and we hadn't met since. So I don't want to keep meeting her. I don't want this to be a thing. I am in the wrong. That's very obvious.
Right,
Yeah,
but
I don't know if I want to be with you anymore. If this is going to be how you're going to treat me.
Yeah, I mean, you lied to her to see Jamie. You lied to her just now when she asked you about it. You could have just confessed to her. Anthony, we are going to let you go. We're going to keep your wife on the line. Claire, I've disconnected his line. I'm sorry that you had to hear that from him. Look, I have to tell you, it wasn't making a lot of sense that he wasn't cheating on you. It seemed all signs indicated that he was cheating on you. I think you now have confirmation, and then you have to let this sit with you and decide whether or not you can forgive him and live with it or not. And by the way, it's up to you. It's what's in you. What can you live with? What can you deal with? But right now, it's just shock. So we're going to give you a big hug. Can you hang on? I just want to hang on for 1 second, okay? I want to chat with you 1 sec. It's time for Ryan's Roses. Here we go. If it's a public service, if there's an issue in your world, you can't sort it out, come to us and we'll try our best. So Nicole is on the line in Riverside, and she says that her husband has been difficult lately. What's your husband been doing, Nicole, that's difficult?
Well, okay. So basically, it's just that, we used to, talk about everything. Like, we were really open about everything. We used to have great conversations. Now it just feels like every time, no matter what we're talking about or trying to sort out, it always ends up in some kind of fight. And it just feels like things have really shifted. We never used to fight this much. Now it's like almost an argument like daily. And it just feels like I can't say anything without it being met with so much resistance, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it sounds like there's resentment that's stirred in this deep down inside.
Yeah, like something bigger is going on here than just we're arguing. Like, it feels like we can't talk about anything we used to talk about without it just sort of snowballing.
How long have you been married to this man?
So we've been married for 14 years.
Any kids?
And yeah, we have 3 kids. And I know that makes life super busy. So I'm just wondering if is that part of it? Is it just that we're not having enough time to be alone together and connect?
Well,
or
let me hold on for a second.
Yeah.
Let's call him next for Ryan's Roses, okay?
Okay.
First, here they are. You guys. Let's get to Ryan's Roses. Let's get back to Nicole. She's on the phone. She's been married 14 years, and there's resentment with her husband, and he wants to it seems like he's picking fights. She thinks that something's going on. You think that he's cheating on you, and so we're going to call him. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then his name on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Okay, Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
So Sissy is going to call him, and we are going to try and find out who is top of mind, who he sends these roses to. So stay very quiet until we tell him he's on the air, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, I'm looking for Danny.
This is Danny speaking.
Hi, Danny. My name is Gretchen. I'm calling from Riverside Roses. How you doing this morning?
I'm good, Gretchen. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So we're actually a new flower shop near Central and Magnolia, right here, basically in the heart of Riverside. And we're new to the area, so we're trying to promote our business. The reason I'm calling, and before you hang up, please just hear me out. We're giving away a dozen red roses. They're absolutely free. You can send them to anybody that you'd like. I don't need any money or credit card info from you. We just hope that you refer us to friends and family. It's a promotion that we're doing this month, and you've been selected. Is there anybody that you would like to send these roses to?
Okay. Yeah, you don't need any money.
No, I don't need credit card info, anything like that, or billing info, nothing like that. We just hope that whoever receives these roses likes them, spread the word, tell friends and family, and hopefully our business will pick up a little bit.
All right, cool. Okay, I'd like to send those roses to Ryan.
I'm sorry, what? Say that again?
Could you send those roses to Ryan, please?
Ryan?
First name Ryan, yeah. Last name Seacrest. And the note should say, really, bro? Come on. I'm not going to fall for this. I'm a fan of the show.
Danny, it is Ryan Seacrest. Thank you for the gift.
Boom. I knew it. My pleasure.
Thank you, bro. That is actually, I have to say, in all honesty, that is like the first time that someone's thought of me like that to send me the roses. So I'm grateful.
Oh, well, I wish I could say it was entirely my gratitude, but...
listen, it's just a thought that counts. But I have your wife, Nicole, on the line, and she since you sent the roses, you know how this works. She's obviously asked us to call you because she thinks you're cheating on her.
That's nuts, man. Like, I'm not cheating on my wife. I love my wife.
So she thinks that you're picking fights with her. You're very testy, and there's some sort of built-up resentment. Maybe just tell her. She's on the phone. You could just tell her what's going on.
Nicole?
Hi, I'm here.
Hey. Look, I have been testy, and I think the fact of the matter is sometimes it's easier to kind of ignore problems and make it about other stuff than actually sit down and talk about them.
Yeah.
And look, I love you. Okay, I've always loved you, and I don't want to have Ryan Seacrest be involved next time something happens. So how about we tonight we go home and we talk like we used to, and like no distractions, and just you and I see if we can't work stuff out.
I mean, yes, I would love that if we could just talk the way that we used to. Would be
great.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. You guys can do your own thing, and I appreciate you sending me the flowers.
Thanks, dude. Enjoy them. And hey, look, I wouldn't have, I guess, wished to confront marriage stuff like this, but hey, it takes what it takes. So thanks, Ryan.
And it is what it is.
Yeah.
And so on that note, happy Halloween, guys.
And thanks for listening, actually.
And take care. Yeah, it's nice of him to be so loyal, to listen to the show, to know the roses to send. But I have to say, I was kind of touched. That's the first time someone's actually thought to send them to me.
I don't think he was sending them to you to be nice.
Yeah, he was.
No.